Yo, what is up, guys? The next game obviously was the Baltimore Ravens game and the Bills game, and at first, that first half was a defensive struggle. Having it 3-3 at the end of the first half, it was a defensive struggle, and I thought that this was actually gonna be a toughie. I actually thought that Lamar Jackson was gonna expose that Bills defense. He was able, but surprisingly, the Bills defense were able to contain Lamar Jackson and stuff like that. And of course, what happened was that the Bills score a touchdown, and then Lamar Jackson goes down the field, about to score a touchdown himself with the Ravens, and then he throws a pick six, and then the defense just goes 101 yards the other way to make it a 14-point game. And I knew from then on that as hard as this offense was going to try, that they weren't going to get anywhere because the Bills defense was just very stout. It was going to be hard to come back 17-3, even though although I said it's Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens are going to find a way. But this also proves that Lamar Jackson needs more offensive weapons as well. Marquise Hollywood Brown is good, but Mark Andrews is good. The run game, Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins is good, but they need more offensive weapons. They need more wide receivers. Dez Bryant is not the answer, guys. He is past his prime. Of course, I'm going to talk about Lamar Jackson's injury. He, went down, got hurt, and went down with a concussion. But that quarterback, what was his name? Tyler Huntley or Taylor Huntley, did okay. It's just that missed passes, missed opportunities. To be honest, is what cost the Rams at the end of the game as well. They had a wide open Hollywood Brown, but then he overthrew him, and I think there was a sack as well. So, like I said, this offense is good, but it's not good enough. You need to find a way to beat the big teams. The Bills, in my opinion, are gonna be here to stay. They're heading to the NFC Championship game for the first time since 1993. Imagine that. The Bills are hungry. Bills are hungry for a championship. Now, will they be able to beat the Chiefs? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. In fact, the Chiefs Browns game is kicking off here in a few minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and watch that and see what happens. You never know. I picked the Ravens to beat the Bills, and I was wrong on that one. I was. I actually thought that Lamar Jackson was better than Josh Allen, but it proved differently. Josh Allen was better than Lamar Jackson last night. So it is what it is. But a lot of things to correct for the Ravens in the offseason, and that is get Lamar Jackson more and better weapons than Hollywood Brown and Mark Andrews, because those guys aren't enough. I know that this is a run-centric offense, but you can't be relying on the run game all the time. You can't. And this proves it. Last night proved it. So, so it's going to be an interesting offseason. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, yet again, cannot make it to an NFC Championship game. It is heartbreaking. Last year they had the easiest way of doing it, and they had home field advantage throughout. But the Titans, were able to run all over them and beat them. And then here, they came in hot, riding into Buffalo after being able to defeat the Tennessee Titans in that redemption game last week, and they fall short yet again. So, unfortunately, also Lamar Jackson, like I said, suffered a concussion in the game, so that's just unfortunate. Also, my question is, what happened to their kicker? Their kicker is one of the most accurate guys that I've seen. He's blanking. Name is blanking, but it's just I understand that it was windy, but he also got exposed. Because here's the thing, 17. If he would have made that other field goal, that hit the upright. It hit the upright. I don't even know if the wind had anything to do with that. With that field goal try, it was a 40. It was like a 40-yard attempt. That is well in his range, to make. But it hit the upright. Imagine if it was 17-6 with a backup quarterback, and I think they were in field goal. Yes, they were in field goal range when they needed to get when they were down 17-3 in scoring range. So imagine if they don't get a yard, but yet they kick a field goal. It's 17-9, but no, he hits the upright. So that is just another way that the kick playoff atmosphere has a toll on even the best kickers, because we just saw it yesterday that hit the upright. That was ugly. So that is my reaction, guys, to the Ravens-Bills game. Let me know what you guys thought about the game last night as well. I will be back later tonight to talk about the 2 remaining games, which will be the Chiefs-Browns and the Buccaneers-Saints. Let's see if my last 2 predictions, are right. I have only one wrong so far, and that was the Bills losing to the Ravens. However, the Bills beat the Ravens. So, all right, guys, I'll see you guys later tonight. Peace.